Welcome back to my channel, and I'm Rebecca Zung, and today is a really interesting topic, and it's all about whether or not all narcissists are sex addicts. It's kind of an interesting topic because in some ways, are they sex addicts or are they control freaks? Having been an attorney and also now helping people with negotiations in this topic, it's really a very fine line because they also push people away when it comes to sex. They're very hot and cold when it comes to this. They're very confusing when it comes to sex. I mean, because they're addicted to it in some ways. Of course, they're addicted to the dopamine hit, but they're also addicted to controlling you. It's a really confusing topic when you are in relationship with a narcissist. It's a very riveting discussion. It's a very touchy discussion. It's a very sensitive discussion. If you're new here, I'm extending you a warm invitation, a warm welcome. I invite you to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. This is an ever-growing community of empowered souls, people who are walking this journey with me. And your unwavering support of each other fuels our journey together. This is an intricate web because narcissistic behavior and its manifestations, particularly in the realm of sexuality, can be very, very confusing because some narcissists do indeed exhibit traits of hypersexuality. They definitely use sex to control people. And it can be very intoxicating at the beginning when they're showing you all of this attention, and they're very, very obviously charming and charismatic, and they use it as a means to gain control over you immediately with all of their love bombing. They're admiring you. You take Michael, for example, led him to seek lots and lots of constant admiration, validation through sexual conquest. And his partners often made him feel objectified and used. And so then he struggled to assert his boundaries in the face of his relentless pursuit of gratification. It's very crucial to recognize that this narcissistic behavior is not confined to sexual interactions alone. It permeates every aspect of a narcissist's life. If it's happening in their bedroom, it's happening everywhere in their lives, influencing their relationships, their career, their self-image. And understanding this broader context is really crucial because it's not just their interactions of what's happening there. And so I think a lot of times what they do is that they can become addicted to porn sometimes because that's an easier way for them to not have to have emotions involved, or they can become addicted to a person where they can become objectified, or people that they don't have to have feelings involved with. Maybe it's people that they hire, right? I've seen that a lot of times too in divorces where they've hired people for sex because then there's no feeling involved, but then not be having sex with the person that, supposed to be having sex with, right? And a lot of times it's because then they don't have to be obligated in having any sort of intimate feeling there. And they don't want to have to be controlled by that other person in any way. They can control the interaction because it's all about control. It's all about supply. They also have that profound sense of entitlement and what they believe they should have or shouldn't have. And they believe that they're superior and they're deserving of special treatment. And so sometimes it has to do with the amount of money that they have too. Well, I should have, and I get, and this belongs to me. And people are possessions to them. It can be also very confusing that way. And so many times, if you're in relationship with a narcissist and you are a person who's trying to initiate sexual contact with a person and they reject you, that can be confusing because you think, why would they reject? Because most people want that, but it's all about control and it's all about supply and it's all about, I will be the one who is handling this. I'm the one who's controlling this situation. They don't want you to control. And if they think you want it, then they're going to make sure you don't get it. Right. So they want to make sure they are the one who's in control. It's all an extension of what's happening outside the bedroom. So you have to understand that their addiction to being in control, their addiction to filling that void that's going on inside of them is the same thing that happens anywhere else in their life. So they're probably sex addicts, but it's just because they need to fill that void of what's happening inside of them. Take Mark, for example, a high-powered executive who constantly belittles his colleagues and subordinates to assert his dominance. His narcissistic tendencies not only strain workplace dynamics, but also spill over into his personal life, where he demands unwavering admiration and compliance from his partner. And that ripple effect affects narcissistic behavior, can be far reaching, leaving a trail of emotional wreckage in its wake. Victims of narcissistic abuse often struggle with feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt, trapped in a cycle of manipulation and gaslighting. And that's how it manifests outside of them. So there's hope amidst this chaos by arming ourselves with knowledge and effective communication strategies. We can reclaim our power and break free from the cycle and the grips of narcissistic abuse. It starts with setting boundaries. It starts with prioritizing our own well-being. It starts with saying, I'm worth more than this. If you are in the process of dealing with this right now, this is where you start to say, I know that I'm worth more. I know that I'm better than this. And that's why you're here. That's why you are watching this right now, because your soul, your inner voice said, I know I'm better than this. And that's why you were compelled to watch this right now. And I know that your soul is speaking to you, and you know that you're worth something greater than yourself. Get the help that you need, get the counseling that you need, get the support that you need. I have a free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Join my Facebook group. Get my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. Start there as well. When they exhibit behaviors associated with sexual addiction, just remember that each case is different, but it always has to do with them. It doesn't have to do with you. It's something going on inside of them, and you can't take it personally. What's going on with them has to do with whatever trauma they had to deal with as a child. You've got to take care of you. You've got to come up with self-care that is going to help you handle yourself today. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure you share this video and start doing what you need to do to take care of you. I've got videos, self-care for coping with narcissists. Go watch that video next, self-care for coping with narcissists. But before you go there, thank you for embarking on this enlightening journey with me. If you found this valuable, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe here. And remember that your journey begins with a single step. Lao Tzu said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, right? You are taking that first step today in navigating your journey. You can handle high conflict with grace, with resilience, and get to a place of peace, right? So I will see you in that next video. Just remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'll see you in that next video.